Okay, we have David here today. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, David?
That's me right here, David. I am a yogi. Yes, this is what they look like sometimes. So I teach Kundalini yoga. I teach regular classes Tuesday morning and Saturday morning. Feel free to come. The schedule's on the website, yogafordna.com. Um, the specific work that I do with people with depression and anxiety, and also doing drug tapering, uh, a lot of that has to do with strengthening the nervous system. So I have a specific series of yoga that I've developed, and I am somebody that in the past has suffered severely from those symptoms and have found this practice exceedingly helpful in helping me heal, get off of drugs, all of that fun stuff. So we strengthen the navel point, which is about 3 finger widths below your belly button. That's your power point. So when that is weak, when life's coming at you, we react to things automatic, sometimes, mostly we're just reacting. Somebody coming at you in a certain way, we don't necessarily think about that, but also we're programmed to react a certain way. So to somebody who's experiencing depression and anxiety, you take the same, two people, somebody without the symptoms and somebody who does the symptoms, they'll see two different things. Now, to the depressed mind, there's a lot of cognitive distortions due to, in Kundalini yoga, which has been studied as a science for nearly 50 years, it's a weak navel point. So when you strengthen the navel point or the nervous system, we're able to be in life in a more powerful way or a more authentic way, your authentic self, instead of, kind of closing yourself off, or life is a threat. Life shows up as a threat for the depressed mind. Panic attacks, things are a threat. So we can work on that. And it's not necessarily a substitute for, working with doctors, but I do work with some doctors. I just said, psychiatrist called me, or client went off of medication. That's a problem too, because you're used to having that medication to regulate how things are occurring. So we strengthen the navel point so you can actually gain some mastery and some facility in an area of your life that you may not have had that, and you're able to, actually be more powerful in that. So I could talk about it all day long. If you're interested, call me. I'd be happy to talk to you about it, or, visit me online. We're doing Zoom yoga twice a week, and experience it for yourself. Kundalini yoga is an experience, and you don't have to be depressed. You don't have to have anxiety. With this COVID world that we're in, people are a little bit more stressed, a little bit crabbier sometimes, a little bit crankier.
Definitely.
The term we have for that, we call it cold depression. It's not depression. Cold depression is when the external demands of life exceed the internal capacity to manage. That's why we get stressed. But it's even more so now because we've never had this world before.
Right.
We're living in this world, and everything changed just like that one day.
It did.
Oh, you can't leave your house. So I can teach you how to regulate what's going on in your body when it doesn't feel so good. We do that with Kundalini yoga. So you'll have the dials and levers to work with that now, instead of being at the effect of the circumstances. And it does work. It worked for me. I was in really bad shape a number of years ago, and my doctors were even asking me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Kundalini yoga. I do it every day." And I work with the technology and in the sets that I've developed to help people very specifically. So
very nice.
Jen, you just got an education. Thanks.
I did. Thank you.
You asked the question, I answered it. So there you go.
Very nice.
So thank you.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
We'll see you on the mat. Thanks, guys.